Hello everyone, or the tumbleweeds that have been around my channel for a while now. I felt like making this video due to how I feel about the past and my horror project that was meant to be in the making since 2023. But I'm going to start with the past, back in 2022, 4 years ago. Back in 2022, I was previously named Rupert Ka, during what I would call the Vince era, where I would look at these YouTube shorts and make fun of them for views and likes and a bunch of stuff. But I also had some videos where I mostly did Roblox gaming content, and they weren't my best due to having a crappy microphone and using an Xbox Game Bar recording software, since that was all I had back then, and I had an old PC, and I couldn't run OBS, and I just didn't understand how it worked. And I also was in contact with a bunch of online friends, which never felt like something I would have, but felt great. I even was once friends with someone who had 30k subs, but I feel like that's irrelevant. I don't have most of my friends that I'm in contact with, but I have a few that I'm still active with. And around 2023, I mostly did memes and gaming on my channel, and not really anything Vince related, since it kind of became just irrelevant. So, about my horror project from earlier, I'm gonna get to that now. Around May in that year, I did photos of myself in a black hoodie in a dark room. Then I drew white dot eyes on my face to make it look spooky, which then just gave me a big idea to make an analog horror series called The Figure Documents. Because I was invested in stuff like Boys Vert, Mandela Catalog, Gemini Home Entertainment, and a bunch of other shows. So around November, I started to plan on rebranding my channel by unlisting all of my videos to focus entirely on the project, with a bunch of things: stories, characters, plot, and a lot of other stuff. Then in 2024, I had a few videos that were made, and they were short and didn't really tell much of the story I was going to make for the main thing. But I tried. And since months passed, I just couldn't focus on the project, or even find the proper places to make the videos, or even take pictures. And I was not much of an experienced person on editing, since I only used CapCut. And I was just one person making the entire thing, which felt distressing, even though it pretty much was. And then, as time went on, I began realizing how pointless it was, as I believed that I would have at least some fans. Might still have a few. Then, around 2025, I made a short 5-minute video without much context or anything related to my project, besides some of the explanations being told in the description through like different types of code, talking about my motivation and how there's no point in making anything related to the figure documents. Since then, I moved on to focus on other hobbies which I'm more happier with now. Ones that have nothing to do with making YouTube videos or focusing on trying to make horror projects, since it's pretty much been overdone for years. And you might be asking, have I quit making videos? Well, partially yes, but I might post somewhere in months or so, but the possibility is extremely low. Thank you for listening. This has been Rupert Rocks 53, signing off. Goodbye for now.